Breaking news. A new debate has arisen from concerned members, students, and parents of local communities about eliminating PE from regular school curriculum. Tune in tonight, Channel 12 News, for more information about the newest craze sweeping the nation.
In breaking news tonight, many school communities have started to move towards eliminating PE from their everyday school curriculum. Many of these reasons coming from effects of bullying, budget cuts, lack of funding, students already participating in sports and other extracurricular activities, and the harmfulness of activities being played in PE. Myself and my co-anchor Quiggs went in and investigated some of these topics to shed light on the topic of eliminating PE and why it is becoming more prominent and regularly used.
Well, Randy, we've all been there at least once in our life. Someone bullies you for doing, saying, or acting a certain way. But what we have learned that in some PE classes, they're actually breeding a culture of bullying. From unsupervised locker rooms where students can be shamed and criticized, to the actual gymnasium where bullying has seemed to become very prominent, Chad D. Jensen, a leading researcher at Brigham Young University, has been at the forefront of bullying in PE classes for some time now. Jensen was quoted saying, "Kids may be teased about their physical skills, ostracized when teams are being chosen, or even criticized for their physical appearance when exercising and in their exercise clothing." We've also uncovered some very startling statistics about bullying. Did you know, on average, an estimated 160,000 students stay at home from school because they're afraid of being bullied in gym classes and just class in general? 20% of all high school students said they contemplated suicide within the last 12 months. And finally, that 2/3 of all students who are targeted by bullies actually become bullies. Scott Jackie, a 15-year-old high schooler from New Jersey, was interviewed by us earlier this week. He said PE is not necessarily the class for him, and it's not fair because he is not as athletically inclined and finds it to be very embarrassing when he's not able to perform the skills that other students have. Also, he said that insults and bullying are very, very prevalent in his PE class and that he does not enjoy going there every day.
Wow, Quiggs, that is just so sad to hear about those kids getting bullied in school.
I know. Who would have thought out of all of that? I just thought it used to be bad if you got blasted in the face with a dodgeball, but it seems to be that whole groups of students are getting picked on. And for what reason? They can't stand there and catch a kickball? We'll be right back after these local messages.
WIC, helping grow healthy families by providing nutrition education, breastfeeding support, and healthy foods. Call to see if you qualify.
In other news about cutting PE in schools, we're finding that the curriculum is actually being cut to fit more time into other subjects like reading, writing, and math. When the No Child Left Behind Act was signed in 2001, over 44% of the nation's schools started to cut programs to show improvement in other aspects of their school.
Wow, 44%? That's an insane number. Who would have ever guessed that? I know, it's very interesting to say the least. Also, schools have been cutting back on PE to help fund other departments and activities that the school seems more fitting for their students. Not to mention, they don't seem to get that much funding from the national government anyway. The ESSA, which is replacing the No Child Left Behind Act, has a pretty good chunk of change set aside for them, I'd say.
That chunk of change is about $1.6 billion. It's split between different things like art, shop class, and PE. The catch, though, is that it's all under one funding. So it's all under the same thing. You just have to decide how it gets split up. And that changes depending on how many extracurricular activities you offer at your school.
While English and math get their own funding? Interesting. No wonder schools are cutting PE programs. They have limited funding. Plus, when has wiffle ball ever helped somebody in their adult life?
Right, Quiggs. I don't know the last time I played kickball. Not to mention, there's a pension crisis. In one case alone, in Pennsylvania, the state education system owed about $4.4 billion to its employees. Yes, sir. We would like to thank the Pennsylvania School Board Association for that information. We'll be right back after the following commercials.
Tuesday, the Senate confirmed Betsy DeVos as the Secretary of Education in a 50-50 vote, which led to a historic tie-breaking vote from Vice President Mike Pence to approve the nominee. Teachers, unions, and public education supporters have been critical of DeVos, as they see her unfit and not qualified enough for the job, not having the necessary experience to support the public school system. Parents and public education supporters are now telling people to protest against DeVos by homeschooling their children from now on, since they believe it will give them a better chance for a better education.
Right. Will you say this and then?
Oh, relax. Welcome back. Our final bit for tonight's topic deals with the fact that students are already getting enough physical activity outside of PE, and that there's no need for it at all, honestly.
That's right, Quigs. A lot of students are involved in many extracurricular activities involving sports teams, dance teams, CrossFit, band, and even the drama club. That being said, a lot of students and parents already feel as though they're getting enough physical activity in for their day. Also, there is a fear of injury in PE. That could affect a lot of the outcomes for an athlete or a dancer or someone that's in band, a musician, performer, etc. We interviewed a local parent in the community who felt very adamant about their child not performing in PE.
Being in PE.
I feel like he has a really good chance of going to the league, so I don't think he should be taking that risk with his health, playing with kids who aren't as athletic as he is.
Right. Thank you very much, sir.
Have a good day.
Wow, that's a really valid point, Randy. Nobody would want to have a serious injury which could affect them for the rest of their life. I mean, doesn't everybody think they're the next Kobe when they're young? Plus, why would you want to diminish your skills from playing tag?
Couldn't agree with you more, Quigs. If PE was actually eliminated from schools, that would give students the chance to take classes that have a real-life application. For example, an SAT prep course, building your resume, or learning how to pay your taxes.
Also, there's been no drop in the obesity rate in this country, so why do we even need phys ed?
That's a great question, Quigs. Maybe we need to start with why, but it'll have to be answered in our next coverage of eliminating PE. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. For Channel 12 News, this is Randy Reininger.
And Jacob Quigley.
And the whole Channel 12 team signing off. Keep it classy, Slippery Rock.